Humanity is not on trial.
Veyron would disagree with you completely.
Of course he would. Why is it never good news when a dragon appears?
He cannot judge an entire species for the actions of some.
Veyron believes the results speak louder than intentions.
This family really does have a problem with moderation.
What happened between Veyron and Mordain?
Once they stood side by side and watched humanity together.
I already know I'm not going to enjoy where this story goes.
They watched civilizations rise from nothing.
And they watched those same civilizations collapse.
Again and again, generation after generation.
Humans are incredibly talented at repeating mistakes with confidence.
Kaelen, try to be serious for 1 minute.
I am being serious. That's the worrying part.
Mordain lost faith first.
And Veyron followed him into the darkness?
Not completely. That is what makes him dangerous.
That sounds like the beginning of a very bad explanation.
Veyron still believes every species should choose its own fate.
Then he is not the same as Mordain.
No. Mordain wants control. Veyron wants judgment.
Somehow that doesn't make me feel any better.
It should not.
If he believes in choice, then why is he a threat?
Because he believes humanity has already made its choice.
I think I know the answer and I don't like it.
Chosen what?
Comfort over truth. Convenience over awareness.
That is painfully difficult to argue against.
It is still not true for everyone.
Veyron does not judge individuals.
Of course he doesn't. That would be reasonable.
He judges patterns.
And he believes the pattern is hopeless.
He believes the evidence is overwhelming.
This conversation is becoming increasingly uncomfortable.
Then we show him he is wrong.
Hope alone will not convince Veyron.
Please don't tell me we need proof.
Proof is exactly what he will demand.
Then we will find it.
Why do I suddenly feel like we volunteered for something terrible?
Because you did.
How much time do we have?
Less than I would like.
That's never an encouraging answer.
Veyron is already moving.
Moving where?
Toward the place where humanity will be judged.
Why does every answer somehow make the situation worse?
Because reality does not improve when ignored.
Then we will face Veyron together.
Together may be your greatest advantage.
And what exactly is our greatest disadvantage?
You still underestimate how much humanity has forgotten.
Then perhaps it is time they remembered.
Then pray there is still enough time.
I really dislike it when ancient dragons start talking like that.
You should dislike what comes after.
Nyxara, what was in the file you refused to show us?
A record that should not exist.
Excellent. Those are always my favorite kinds of records.
What does it describe?
A civilization older than anything found in modern history.
Here we go again.
Older than modern history?
According to the file, much older.
Humans barely remember where they left their keys. History is not exactly their strongest subject.
Kaelen, don't start again.
What? I am contributing.
The file claims this civilization existed before many of the events taught in schools today.
And nobody knows about them?
That is the strange part.
Let me guess. The company.
The company erased nearly every reference to them.
Why would anyone erase an entire civilization?
Because of what they knew.
Every answer somehow creates 3 new questions.
This civilization understood things humanity later forgot.
What kinds of things?
The file never explains everything. But I believe they knew how to harvest energy with sound and frequency.
Of course it doesn't. That would be convenient.
But it repeatedly mentions harmony.
Harmony.
harmony between people, nature, and the world around them.
Humanity is already struggling with harmony between neighbors.
You're impossible, Kaelen.
Yet somehow always correct.
The file claims their greatest discoveries came from observing nature rather than trying to dominate it. They study ether and have learned how to use it.
That sounds beautiful, so the file mentioned something called ether.
That sounds like something modern humans would immediately turn into a subscription service.
Kaelen, stop it. So what is it?
What? I said what I said.
The mysterious ancient word appears throughout the surviving records. No one knows for certain.
Excellent. Another mystery. We were running dangerously low.
The file describes it as something present throughout nature.
Is it an energy? An element?
Perhaps. The records are fragmented.
Fragmented is becoming my least favorite word.
What remains suggests the civilization studied connections between sound, water, frequency, and the world around them.
They learned from nature itself?
More than learned. They observed patterns others ignored.
Humans still ignore obvious patterns. Have you seen traffic?
Kaelen, focus.
I am focused. Humanity is my evidence.
According to the file, their greatest discoveries came from observation rather than domination.
There it is.
So they worked with nature instead of against it.
That is what the records suggest.
Which explains why someone wanted the records buried. Let me guess. The company.
The company.
The lost civilization believed knowledge should be shared freely.
Shared freely, that explains it.
Some documents claim those structures once served another purpose.
Let me guess. More secrets.
Places of healing, places of resonance, places where knowledge was preserved.
I suddenly understand why every answer creates 3 new questions.
So we still don't know their fate.
No, we don't. Mordain gave the order. The company followed it.
Humans actually think they free-willed their way into a 5-day work week.
It gives their lives structure, Kaelen. Plus, they get weekends.
Oh yes, the weekends, where they celebrate freedom by watching a digital tomato dance on TikTok.
It is not an accident. I just intercepted a direct transmission from Mordain to the company.
Mordain, what does the ancient ruler have to do with funny internet videos?
Everything. Mordain literally engineered the distraction protocols. It's psychological warfare.
They don't know what's going on, and they don't even know that they don't know. It's brilliant.
They are just relaxing. They watch Netflix and football to unwind after working hard.
No, Aurora. Netflix binge-watching was coded by Mordain to suppress their higher frequencies.
Imagine having unlimited cosmic power, but you choose to spend 4 hours debating a football offside rule.
Football brings people together. It creates community.
Mordain also created the infinite scroll. It forces their brains to stay awake past midnight looking at memes.
They argue with complete strangers in the comment section instead of questioning why they are broke. It's a masterpiece of a system.
But they share cute animal videos too. That spreads love and joy.
The cats are a shield, Aurora. The company uses them to bury the files on free energy.
Honestly, if they are going to obey the system anyway, they might as well buy my merchandise and look sarcastic while doing it.
Kaelen, are you using a global corporate conspiracy to plug your Etsy shop?
Hey, Mordain wants them to buy things. I'm just redirecting the cash flow.
Either way, Veyron is arriving soon. If he finds them completely hypnotized by the system, the audit won't be pretty.
Well, Mordain's plan won't last. The human spirit is waking up, and no amount of dancing fruit can stop their true power.
Mordain's greatest trick wasn't the infinite scroll. It was inventing the corporate meeting that could have been an email.
Meetings build synergy, Kaelen. They help humans align their professional visions.
Aurora, they are using words like touch base and circle back to hide the fact that they are just staring at the clock waiting for 5 p.m.
The data confirms it. Mordain engineered corporate jargon specifically to drain human brain power by 40% before lunch.
But look what they do after work. They go to gyms. They lift heavy metal weights. They are building their strength.
They pay a monthly fee to walk on a moving rubber belt going absolutely nowhere while staring at a mirror. It's a human hamster wheel.
Actually, the gym protocol was designed by the company to keep them too physically exhausted to rebel against the system.
Fine, but what about love? They use technology to find their soulmates now. It's romantic.
You mean dating apps? Where they swipe a thumb across a glass screen to judge a potential life partner based on a picture with a digital dog filter?
Mordain designed the algorithm to prioritize superficial matching. It keeps them emotionally unaligned.
Even romance is a distraction protocol?
Everything is a protocol, Aurora. If they spent half as much time unlocking their DNA as they do tracking their daily step counts, they'd be flying.
And now they are addicted to ordering food from an app so they don't even have to look at the sky while they eat.
Convenience gives them more time to contemplate the universe.
They use that extra time to order another package from Amazon that they don't need. The cycle never ends.
We are running out of time. We need to be absolutely ready before Veyron arrives.
Is he going to judge them based on their corporate jargon and dating profiles?
If he does, we're doomed. But hey, at least I'm going down looking fabulous in my merchandise.
Your capitalistic hustle in the middle of a planetary audit is almost impressive, Kaelen.
Let Veyron come. Underneath all these silly distractions, the human heart is still pure, and they will prove him wrong.
Mordain's masterclass in manipulation is reaching its peak. Humans are literally paying to read bad news.
They just want to stay informed, Kaelen. Knowing what's happening globally is important.
Aurora, they are staring at 24-hour news channels that loop the same 3 disasters just to keep their stress levels perfectly elevated.
It's working. The company's local sensors show human anxiety frequencies are spiking. It's completely blocking their intuition.
Well, they don't just watch the news, they have reality television. It's just cheap, harmless fun.
Harmless? They sit on a couch for 3 hours watching rich strangers argue over a dinner party table. It's artificial drama engineered by Mordain.
Exactly. Mordain designed reality TV so humans would experience secondary drama instead of fixing their own lives.
Is nothing sacred? What about online forums? People share recipes and help each other find lost pets.
And then they spend 6 hours in a text war with a stranger named User9482 over whether a pineapple belongs on a pizza.
The distraction loop is flawless. They are too busy fighting over fruit toppings to realize Veyron's evaluation is tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Wait, Veyron is arriving tomorrow?
Yep, the judge has finalized his schedule. The celestial audit begins at sunrise.
If Veyron scans a neighborhood and all he detects is high stress from the evening news and brain rot, he will authorize a total system wipe.
We need to clear the internet. We need to delete the dancing tomatoes, replace them with classical music and deep breathing exercises.
Relax, Aurora. If the world ends tomorrow, at least my Etsy store went out with an elite style.
Kaelen, this is a planetary emergency and you are still thinking about your merchandise?
Look, if a human wears my sarcastic shirt while Veyron scans them, maybe he'll spare them for having a good sense of humor.
Quiet, both of you. I'm detecting a massive energy signature approaching our direct coordinates.
Oh, wow, that's him. The judge has landed.
Let him scan them. When Veyron looks past Mordane's illusions, the judge will see that humanity is worth saving.
Silence. I am Veyron, Grand Auditor of the Higher Councils. This evaluation is now formally underway, and you will speak only when spoken to.
Understood, Judge. We knew Mordane was sending his best, but you certainly know how to make an entrance.
Save your flattery, Kaelen. Your compliance is mandatory, not optional. The data regarding your sector is an absolute failure.
Please, Judge Veyron, give us a moment to explain. The data is heavily manipulated. Mordane engineered the system to trap them.
Do not interrupt me, Aurora. Mordane's protocols are irrelevant. A species possessing a divine spark should never have succumbed to basic psychological manipulation.
With respect, sir, when the entire planet is flooded with constant brain rot, even a divine spark gets buried pretty deep.
Then they are weak. An advanced soul does not willingly trade its sovereignty for digital validation and endless, mindless scrolling.
Grand Auditor, if I may, I have decrypted the suppressed files. The company actively removed free energy and assassinated the true inventors. It was a forced trap.
Excuses, Nyxara. They were handed glowing rectangles and willingly chose to blind themselves. They chose convenience over consciousness.
They were exhausted, Judge Veyron. The company forced them into a loop of survival. They just wanted comfort.
And comfort is the ultimate executioner. My scans show 92% of this planet is completely hypnotized by corporate office speak and superficial drama.
So, what's the verdict, boss? Are you going to penalize the whole classroom just because the majority failed the test?
The mandate is absolute. If a species remains entirely controlled by artificial news and online arguments, they are deemed an evolutionary dead end.
You're talking about a total planetary wipe. You can't just erase billions of lives.
I can, and I will, Aurora. A failed experiment must be cleared to make room for a species that actually respects its own potential.
Grand Auditor, request a formal stay of execution under Clause 4 of the Higher Council. Give us a window to present the awakening movement.
The legal framework allows it. However, I am not known for my patience. You have exactly 3 planetary rotations.
3 days to reverse a century of Mordane's brain rot. No pressure, Aurora.
If I scan this sector in 72 hours and detect a single mind-numbing trend instead of a shifting global consciousness, the reset will be instantaneous. Do not fail me.
We won't fail. 3 days is all we need to show you that the human spirit cannot be wiped out by a system code.
Your 3 days begin now.
Yeah, spectacular intro, everyone. Very dramatic. But out there in the real world, humans are currently panicking because McDonald's ran out of chicken nuggets.
Kaelen, please. We have less than 72 hours before Veyron deletes the planet. We need to find brilliant human achievements right now.
Great. I'll log on to the internet and see what the pinnacle of human intelligence is doing today.
The global frequency is chaotic. Mordane's distraction grid is working at maximum capacity to hide our signal.
Look there. A human university. They are studying quantum mechanics. That proves they have advanced minds.
Actually, that specific student is currently using a quantum-level supercomputer to put a digital cat filter on his face while ignoring his professor.
Confirmed. The company's data shows 80,000 humans in this sector are currently watching a live stream of a block of ice melting.
Why are they doing that? Don't they feel the cosmic energy shift? Veyron is literally down the hall.
They don't know what's going on, Aurora, and Mordain made sure they love the ignorance. If you're going to be blissfully clueless, you might as well buy my shirt.
No merchandise plugs today, Kaelen. We are on a deadline.
Hey, a dragon's gotta eat, even during a planetary audit.
Wait. The local sensors just detected a massive spike in baseline consciousness. Someone is breaking the loop.
I knew it! A breakthrough! Is it a scientist discovering free energy? An artist creating a masterpiece?
No, it's a guy named Dave. He just deleted all his social media apps because he wanted to spend more time looking at trees.
Dave? Dave is our ultimate weapon against Veyron?
Yes! Dave is a start. He disconnected from Mordain's matrix. That is a spark of true human free will.
We need to package Dave's data immediately. I hear heavy footsteps outside. Veyron is coming back for his morning update.
Quick, put a nice graph over Dave's data. Make it look like a global revolution.
We don't need to fake anything. A single human choosing reality over the distraction grid is a victory.
Time is ticking, dragons. Present your evidence of human worth, or I initiate the primary sequence now. Your time is wasting, dragons. Show me the evidence that this sector deserves an evolutionary extension, or I sign the order.
Grand Auditor, we have verified an anomaly. A human baseline frequency has successfully detached from Mordain's distraction matrix.
A single anomaly out of billions? Present the profile.
His name is Dave, sir. He is a local accountant who decided to delete his social media accounts.
An accountant? You face a planetary wipe, and you bring me a human whose greatest cosmic achievement is looking at a pine tree.
It's not just a tree, Judge Veyron. Dave used his true free will to reject the system. He broke Mordain's infinite scroll.
Free will is a constant, Aurora, not a temporary miracle. One human disconnecting does not repair a pattern of global brain rot.
Sir, Dave's action caused a chain reaction. 3 of his neighbors also turned off their televisions last night.
Exactly, boss. It's a localized uprising. By next week, they might actually start talking to each other at the dinner table.
Insignificant. The company's reports indicate that while Dave looks at trees, 40 million other humans are currently arguing over digital coins.
Because they are being lied to. If you give them a clear signal, they will choose the truth over comfort.
The higher council does not give warnings, Aurora. We evaluate results, and right now the results are pathetic.
Grand Auditor, I invoke subsection 12 of the Audit Treaty. Any exponential spike in local awareness requires a formal 24-hour observation period.
You dare use cosmic bureaucracy to delay my judgment, Nyxara?
I am simply honoring the legal framework of the Council, sir.
Remind me never to play cards with Nyxara. She always finds a loophole.
Fine. The 24-hour observation loop for subject Dave is formally approved, but do not celebrate.
We wouldn't dream of it, Judge.
If this accountant plugs back into the Matrix before tomorrow morning, I end this conversation permanently.
Dave won't look back, and tomorrow will show you that one spark is enough to burn down your entire system.
We are currently holding the line for humanity, and our entire defense strategy relies on an accountant resisting a LinkedIn notification.
He's doing so well, Kaelen. Look at him. He's been staring at that pine tree for 14 hours straight.
Aurora, he's not meditating. He's just trying to figure out if he can deduct the tree as a business expense. He's an accountant.
Warning. The company has detected our observation loophole. Mordain is deploying a countermeasures protocol directly to Dave's coordinates.
No! What is he sending? Cyber assassins? A cosmic EMP?
Worse. He just sent a push notification saying, "Your ex-girlfriend just viewed your profile."
Oh no, that's Mordain's deadliest psychological weapon. Dave is done for.
Don't click it, Dave. She's an illusion. The entire planet is at stake.
The human's heart rate is accelerating. He is reaching for the glowing glass rectangle.
Judge Veyron, sir, don't you have a cosmic lunch to attend or something? Give the guy some privacy.
Privacy is a concept for compliant species. I am here to witness the inevitable failure of your evidence.
I'm trying to intercept the signal, but Mordain's encryption is too strong. Dave's thumb is 1 millimeter away from the screen.
I'm sending a direct telepathic prompt to his subconscious. Come on, Dave. Remember the trees.
Your interference is a violation of the treaty, Aurora. If you alter his choice, the audit ends in immediate deletion.
She's not interfering, Judge. She's just manifesting positive vibes. That's legal under Clause 5, right?
Do not test my patience, anomaly.
Wait. The data stream just stopped. Dave didn't click it.
He resisted? What did he do?
He dropped his phone in a puddle of muddy water. The device is completely short-circuited.
A puddle? The entire galaxy is counting on this guy, and he defeats Mordain's ultimate psychological weapon by being clumsy.
It doesn't matter how it happened. The Matrix lost its grip on him. The universe works in mysterious ways, Kaelen.
A clumsy accident is not an act of evolution, Aurora. It is a temporary system delay. His device is dead, which means the signal is lost. You have exactly 12 hours to bring me real, conscious proof, or I clear the grid permanently. Explain something to me, Nyxara. Yesterday you asked me to delay planetary judgment for one accountant.
At the time, Grand Auditor, we believed Dave was the source of the anomaly.
Which, in hindsight, sounds completely ridiculous.
He was never the source.
Then why is this human still relevant?
Because 12 hours after Dave disconnected, similar patterns began appearing worldwide. London, Tokyo, São Paulo, Cairo, Sydney. The pattern is spreading.
How many?
Yesterday there was one. Today there are 4,382.
I told you, it was never just Dave.
Okay, now I'm concerned.
Define the pattern.
They are not connected by location, culture, language, or belief. A teacher, a mechanic, a musician, a mother, a student. None of them know each other.
Then what connects them?
One decision.
Be precise.
For reasons we cannot explain, they all stopped feeding the distraction cycle.
So Dave wasn't the hero. He was the first crack in the wall.
Exactly. One crack became thousands.
Do not romanticize statistical noise, Aurora.
It is not noise, sir. I have verified the results 3 times. The awakening pattern is spreading through humanity, but humanity is not generating it.
Then someone is helping them.
That's impossible. Nobody gets around Mordain's grid.
Trace the source.
I already tried.
And?
The signal does not originate from Earth.
Fantastic. So now the planet is on trial. Mordain is watching us, and something outside the known sector is waking humans up.
Where did it originate?
I captured the coordinates for less than a second before they vanished.
Can you recover them?
Only partially.
Show me.
The location is beyond company jurisdiction.
That's not comforting. I was hoping for mildly illegal, not cosmically impossible.
If this signal is external, then this audit has been contaminated.
Or maybe the universe is finally answering back.
Careful, Aurora. Hope is not evidence.
No, but thousands of humans choosing to wake up is.
Grand Auditor, the number just changed again.
How many now?
Over 9,000.
That escalated quickly.
No, it is still escalating.
Lock the chamber. No one leaves until we identify the source.
Then we are no longer looking for Dave. We are looking for the signal.